On today's episode of the Ango Show, we're going to talk about a massive TKO announcement. Plus, coming up, we're going to talk about WWE 2K25. There's been a huge reveal. Something really massive is happening, and it includes a fan favorite TNA character. So I'm super excited about that. Plus, we're going to talk about Kamille and AEW. All right, guys. So first things first, if you guys aren't subscribed, I highly recommend that you guys click subscribe and, get acclimated to the channel and do all that good stuff because we're constantly dropping new videos, constantly keeping you up to date with everything happening in pro wrestling. I want to kick things off with Kamille. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about Kamille. Where has she gone? What is happening? Why isn't she on TV? What is the situation? What happened? Right? And obviously, this makes a lot of sense. A lot of people are curious. A lot of people don't know what's happening with Kamille. It's very tight-lipped. A lot of people are really just not happy about this. She came in as a big deal, as a big signing, and for some reason, AEW has pulled her off of programming. Now, obviously, when it comes to Kamille, a lot of people are wondering, is this an issue between her and AEW? Is there some sort of issue? Kamille is not answering questions. When speaking to WrestleZone, she was asked about her move to AEW and when she might return to the company, obviously because she's been away from television for so long, and she did not answer this. Her co-star from Queen of the Ring actually chose to answer this instead and says that my client has chosen not to comment on the matter at hand, but we are open for more questions. Obviously, she's been taken off television. We don't know if there's an injury. We don't know what the situation is. This is the most weird thing that you can ever imagine. And with AEW not booking Kamille, a lot of people are wondering if Kamille is suffering from Tony Khan's booking or if there's a backstage situation. We obviously don't know what is happening here, but it makes a lot of sense as to why people are criticizing AEW in this particular situation, because there was rumors that WWE was seriously interested in Kamille. And the fact that we didn't see that happen is really interesting. Now, obviously, she was doing Queen of the Ring. So is that a reason for being taken off television? I think that's pretty logical, right? I think it's very safe to assume that that's a fairly logical thing. However, at the same time, too, I think Kamille and Mercedes was simply not working, and Tony Khan and the company was not able to pivot into a storyline that would benefit Kamille, which really it should have led to Kamille beating the crap out of Mercedes and then chasing Mercedes for the TBS championship. As you guys can tell at Revolution, that's not happening. That brings us to our next topic. WWE 2K25 has revealed the DLC, and obviously a lot of people are excited about this, especially considering there are some really interesting names here. However, this massive DLC drop includes one that nobody saw coming, and that is the fact that Abyss from TNA will be in the Dunk and Destruction pack, which drops June 2025. Now, the full list is as follows. The New Wave pack will drop May 2025, bringing in Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Julia, Stephanie Vicker, and a mystery celebrity guest. The Dunk and Destruction pack, June 2025, includes Abyss, the Great Khali, and 3 NBA stars yet to be announced. My guess is Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson, maybe, right? I mean, obviously, we've seen them involved. Maybe Trey Young, because he's been involved in WWE in the past. WWE is also doing a Fearless pack, which drops July 2025. And for the first time ever, New Jack will be in a WWE video game. It includes New Jack, Jordan Grace, Penta, Bull Nakano, and another mystery celebrity guest. So I'll tell you guys who I think the celebrity guests are. They also have an Attitude Era Superstars pack, which includes D'Lo Brown, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Victoria, and Mark Henry. Obviously very interesting considering that Billy Gunn is on AEW television. And then the final DLC pack is the Saturday Night's Main Event pack, which drops November 2025. Classic legends Jesse Ventura, Mr. Wonderful, Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, and Sid Justice also included in the game. Obviously, this is huge, right? Abyss, Abyss is in WWE 2K25. Nobody saw that coming. That's obviously a really big deal. That's really big information. Quite frankly, that would be the DLC pack that intrigues me alongside the New Wave pack, which is obviously Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Stephanie, Julia Vercur. Like, I'm super excited about that. Regarding celebrity guests, I'm assuming KSI and I Show Speed will probably be the two that are included in the game DLC. And then I would go as far as saying as the NBA players, we'll see. With the NBA players, all 2K has to do is just port the players from 2K25 to WWE 2K25. So I'm very curious, very excited. Definitely happy that we get a WWE video game with so many new faces. This is a very, very stacked roster. The fact that Penta made a cut into the game is also really cool. So I'm very excited to see what happens there. And that brings us to our final topic. WWE's parent company TKO has dropped a massive announcement. It's been rumored for a while. However, now it is official. The TKO company has officially announced a multi-year partnership to establish a new boxing promotion that will provide a premier platform for both leading boxers and prospects in the sport. This is a new partnership between TKO and Turkey Al-Sheikh. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Obviously, this is massive. What's even crazier, TKO will serve as a managing partner, providing day-to-day operational expertise, management, and oversight of the promotion, with executive leadership anchored by UFC President Dana White and WWE President and TKO board member Nick Khan. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. Now, you might be wondering, Ango, you're a wrestling channel. What does this have to do with things? Nick Khan, focusing on this, will this take him away from WWE? He's been very integral in WWE's success. Will this new venture take him away from that? I think that's a very valid question. The second thing is, when TKO launches this new boxing league, it is assumed that they will be doing a lot of like following the UFC's model, the UFC and WWE model. Now, if that is true, then you can imagine WWE will be very hands-on with promoting these boxing fights. It always made sense for Dana White to get into boxing. It always made sense for TKO to do this. This could very well change the landscape of the sport. It's really just going to depend on how invested they are truly into the product. This is huge. This is a game changer. I love boxing, but I think boxing in the United States has definitely been going south. I feel like as a sport globally, there's been some big fights, but you need more, man. You got to create stars. You got to get people invested in the fighters. And I think boxing is ultimately confusing. So WWE having the expertise with Nick Khan, and then obviously Dana White with the UFC, I think TKO might be the perfect company to do this because they'll be very, very organized, weight classes, championship belts, pay-per-views, creating stars, that kind of thing. I think this could be a really good thing for the sport of boxing.